At 10 a.m. on Friday, May 30, 2025, Loretta Swit's housekeeper found the 87-year-old actress unresponsive inside her New York City apartment. 2 hours later, she was pronounced dead. Her publicist, Harlan Boll, said natural causes were suspected. The woman who had commanded the 4077th as Major Margaret Houlihan in MASH was gone, and there had been no public warning that the end was close. Boll had spoken with Loretta the previous night. She sounded fine, he said, with nothing in her voice suggesting that their conversation would be the last. No verified account described a hospital stay, a long bedside vigil, or a final farewell. Her death came at home, between an ordinary evening telephone call and a Friday morning discovery that suddenly turned one of television's strongest voices into a memory. In one of her final recorded interviews, Loretta still sounded deeply protective of Margaret. She remembered telling producer Larry Gelbart exactly what she wanted from the role. "My aim will be to be the best goddamn head nurse in Korea. That will be my goal." She spoke about the volunteer nurses who served in brutal heat, freezing cold, and wartime danger, insisting that Margaret could never be treated as a decorative joke. Loretta had no children, and her marriage to actor Dennis Houlihan ended in divorce in 1995. The most personal words after her death came from castmates who had become her chosen family. Jamie Farr said, "She was my adopted sister. As close as family can get. From the first time I met her, we embraced each other." Alda praised her as a supremely talented actress who helped transform Margaret from a sexist stereotype into a woman with real feelings and ambitions. Born in Passaic, New Jersey, Loretta trained at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts while working as a stenographer and pursuing stage roles. She reached Hollywood in 1969 and appeared on Gunsmoke, Bonanza, Mission Impossible, and Hawaii Five-0 before auditioning for Margaret in 1972. Alongside Alda, she became one of the ultimate pillars of the series, missing exactly 11 episodes over the entire 11th-season run, absences primarily driven by her parallel stage triumphs. Margaret's growth did not happen by accident. Loretta carried every humiliation, heartbreak, and professional victory into the next episode, refusing to reset the character for an easy laugh. She pushed writers to end Margaret's affair with the married Frank Burns and encouraged stories about marriage, betrayal, divorce, loneliness, and independence. By the later seasons, the nickname, Hot Lips, had nearly disappeared because Loretta had made viewers see Major Houlihan first. Her work stretched far beyond the army tents. Loretta originated the role of Christine Cagney in the 1981 television movie Cagney and Lacey. The pilot was a massive ratings triumph, prompting CBS to practically beg MASH executives to release her from her contract to film the series. But the producers refused to let Major Houlihan go, forcing the role to be recast. Beyond the screen, she made her Broadway debut in Same Time Next Year, performed in Maine, and played Shirley Valentine more than 1,000 times across 3 decades. Her television credits also included The Love Boat, Murder, She Wrote, and numerous dramatic guest roles. Away from acting, Loretta's life was driven by an unyielding ethical code. In 1981, she transitioned from vegetarianism to a strict vegan lifestyle, famously refusing to wear real fur or leather costumes on the MASH set. An accomplished watercolor painter, she created animal portraits to fund her Swit Heart Animal Alliance. Her activism was deeply personal and went far beyond local shelters. Her foundation notably coordinated logistics with military veterans to fly service dogs back from Afghanistan and match rescue animals with veterans suffering from PTSD. She remained publicly active into her later years, attending a New York opening night in October 2024. Her final interview preserved the determination that had shaped her work, especially her belief that characters had to change because real people never stopped changing. Loretta Swit's legacy rests inside one clear achievement. She took a character designed for jokes and gave her discipline, vulnerability, authority, and emotional growth. More than 100 million viewers watched the MASH finale, but the deeper victory was more personal. Nurses wrote to Loretta because Margaret had made them feel seen, and generations of viewers remembered the woman long after they forgot the nickname. She left quietly, but Major Margaret Houlihan still stands at attention.